Good weekend, everyone. I hope you're all doing incredible so far this weekend. Genesis Week and Vegas are right around the corner, only a couple weeks away. The unveiling of the Series 1 Genesis car is behind us, or the trim package looked absolutely incredible. The World War II Memorial Day Tour being hosted by YK2012. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on, and it's a very fun week in the Upland metaverse. Hey there, John and Ray here, SSFTG. Welcome to the video. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome, my friend. I hope to earn your like and subscription today. Welcome to the Weekend Upland Report, where we take a bit of time to discuss what's going on in the Upland metaverse from more of an analytical perspective. How is the UpX economy doing? How are each market sectors performing? Spark values and structures, how are those doing? What's the best deal and what's the worst? All of the important information that a lot of folks overlook, and that can be the difference between success and failure. If you want to join myself and everyone else in the Upland metaverse, head over to discover.upland.me/SSFTG or click the promo link in the description to get started into the Upland metaverse with 6,000 starting UpX to kickstart your adventures. Plus, on top of that, if you decide to invest some cash into the game, since you use the promo link to get started, you get a monster 50% bonus to your first UpX purchase with a cap of 50,000 UpX. Of course, I can't start things off without promoting the Woodhood merch store. 50% of all of the profits go to our chosen autism charity of the month, with May focusing on Autism Speaks. The month of May is quickly coming to an end, though, so make sure to check it out soon. ssftg.live/merch. Check out what we have available, cop some sick-looking merch, look amazing, and help an incredible cause along the way. On to the news side of things, the first thing we had on May 20th, and again, I'm a little bit off because of the family vacation, but they unveiled the MV Motors Series 1 Gen trim, and I don't even think we really need to say anything, just watch. Oh, baby, that blue? Oh, lordy, 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 I would love to get my hands on that one, right? Holy cow, that is absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't know what it's going to look like in-game, but if it looks anything like this, oh man, I tell you what, I am excited for cars. On May 25th, we had the announcement of the May Standard Challenges. Of course, those started off on Wednesday, and those will be going until tomorrow, the 29th, until 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. If you're not familiar with these Standard Challenges, there are 3 every single month. We've got the Rising Star, measures the player who completes the most collections during the week. Great Start measures the visitor who had the most unique sends to their properties, and it's important to note the wording so that you don't get these wrong. And then People's Champ measures the number of unique sends by a player to visitor properties. Again, very important to understand the wording on there. There's still some time until tomorrow to get those done if you haven't already. And then announced just yesterday on May 27th, World War II Memorial Day Tour. Now, the tours in and of themselves are really cool. We've done a bunch of them already. I really enjoy doing them, but there's some really, really awesome stuff about this one that makes it stand completely apart. First off, one big thing to mention here is that this is a cross-city tour, meaning that this is going to be starting off in Brooklyn on May 30th and going across a bunch of the different boroughs. And if you look a little bit further down, you'll see that this is going from Brooklyn to Manhattan, from Manhattan to Queens, Queens to Staten Island back to Queens, Queens to Bronx, and then Bronx to Brooklyn. This is a really, really big tour spanning a lot of different areas, and this is the first time that they've done something like this. They're going to have to factor in travel times and all of that kind of stuff, which they have. They actually have that already built in. The travel time should be about 20 minutes. But very, very cool to see this kind of stuff happening with multi-city or multi-borough tours, whatever you want to call it. The event details overview, the registration, just like normal, is 2,000 UpX. The registration closes on Monday, May 30th at 9 a.m. And make sure that when you're registering for this that you set your location to Brooklyn. If your geolocation isn't in Brooklyn, you're not going to be able to see this to register for it. So make sure that you set it to Brooklyn, and then you'll be able to see it in there. But registration, you get a reward of another 0.01 spark. Along with that, keep in mind that despite we are traveling to other cities, the tour details will only be visible when Brooklyn is selected again. So you have to make sure that when you go into the treasure tab area, select Brooklyn from the drop down, and then you'll see it. 100% of the registration fee, assuming that you complete the whole thing, of course, will be brought back to you, so you don't have to really worry about it. 2,000 UPIX up front, but after going around everywhere and doing all of the different zones and locations, you get the 2,000 back as a reward. You also receive 20 cents to start the tour, so more than enough cents to get the job done. And again, the travel route's important to note that we're going to be starting in Brooklyn and ending in Brooklyn, but we're going to be jumping all over the place. Manhattan to Queens to Staten Island to the Bronx and back to Brooklyn. Big tour here. What makes this one really cool, at least for me as a YouTube personality, is the outreach that Upland does across the YouTube and influencer sphere in general. They're constantly reaching out to influencers and video producers and all kinds of different people to get on board and work with them and create different content and do all kinds of amazing stuff with them. And you just don't see that in other metaverses. And this is no different. They are joining in with YK2012, aka the Upland Guide, and he's going to be hosting the entire World War II Memorial Day tour live on YouTube. How awesome is that? So not only is the outreach reaching out into the community and bringing in influencers and really showing what power this metaverse has, but they're also doing the entire tour live on YouTube with these influencers. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations, YK2012. Upland Guide, my friend, you are definitely deserving of this one. Fantastic to see, and you better believe that I'm going to be on YouTube bugging you on there too, going right along with the tour. Super excited to see this all going on, and very excited to have you hosting it. And also on the 27th, of course, we can't forget about the incredible giveaway that we had hosted from Lackey over at Metopia. Thank you again so much for the opportunity to do the giveaway. Navi65, congratulations. You were the winner, and you are the proud owner of this incredible townhouse. I'm super stoked to see everything go so smoothly. Everything's all transferred over. We got it all locked and loaded and set. So awesome. And again, if you miss this giveaway, there's always giveaways going on, so make sure to subscribe to not only this channel, but also swing over to Twitter and subscribe to @MetopianFuture, because they've got stuff going on too. And now, on over into the analytics side of things. I always love the analytical side of things, you know me. Last week we saw 2.307 billion. This week we're at 2.078. That is a decrease of 9.992%. Now, as far as the decrease is concerned, looking at what's actually happening, I mean, talk about stable, right? This is one of the strongest shelves that we've seen in a long time. And the last time we saw this, we stabilized, broke down a little bit under that shelf, stabilized with some really nice peaks. And that was basically the floor before things went catatonic all the way up into the roof. Well, guess what? We're starting to kind of go a little bit slower, stabilize. We've got some nice little pumps in here, but we're missing these jumps after the peak. That's something that we are desperately missing, and I think, well, with Genesis Week and everything else going on, we're probably going to have those sooner than later. It wouldn't be a surprise at all to see some really nice transactional jumps in here, and there will likely be a catalyst for them. That said, what that gets me excited for is what comes after that, because usually after those few little bumps, we stabilize, and then things go crazy, and that's when things get really fun. And, well, guess what? In a couple weeks, I wonder what we have going on. Right? I think we can see where this can definitely go, and talk about a publicity stunt behind it. Oh man, it wouldn't be a surprise at all to see us pushing into the 300-400 millions, and maybe we even hit all-time highs. Taking a look at the unminted property side of things, last week around we had 551,636, and remember that was also after the Chicago in kind of 27,000 property bump, whatever you want to call it. This week we're sitting at 538,598. That's only a decrease of 2.363%. Very interesting to see that we didn't actually go totally ham in Chicago. I mean, obviously all the collections and everything minted out almost instantaneously. Congrats if you were able to get some. But there are still several that are still available. I think a lot of people are waiting to see what Genesis Week brings, what the new city brings, where the new city is. I think there's a lot of things that people are waiting for, and we can see that in a lot of different locations. Then on over into the zone-by-zone analysis, first off with Bakersfield. Bakersfield kicking things off, going from $86.99 to $88.99, increasing 2.3%. The dollar side of things, $5.70 to $5.75, going up 0.88%, with the lowest markup at 118%. Arbitration between all of them, $2,992. On the collections perspective, we've got a lot of different movers here, but notably the largest gainer, 381% up in Buck Owens Boulevard, going from $395 to $1,900. Largest loser down 16.92% in Chester Ave. On the Upix side of things, up 99% in Buck Owens Boulevard, following right along with it. And we also have a 4.65% decrease in Pacheco Road. Very nice to see. The largest loser's only 4%. Here, let's try this layout, actually. I kind of like that up there. That works out pretty nice. We can fit everything, and I can see, and okay, yeah, sure. All right, so anyway, on the Bronx side of things, and I'm actually showing it this time, we went from $12,400 to $13,880. Very nice increase of 11.94%. USD side of things following right along, going from $9 to $11.50. 27.7% increase there. Lowest markup still under 100% at 94, and arbitration value at $2,261. For the collections, the largest winner, obviously, is just the base collection, going up 27% is nothing to be upset about. Largest loser, down 24.5% in the concourse side of things for USD. On the Upix end, down 13.3% in Mott Haven and up 24.5% over in the Grand Concourse. Some very, very nice moves over in the Bronx. Moving just a little bit further south in Brooklyn, we went from $7,800 to $7,800, unchanged there. USD floor $599 to $599, also unchanged there. Lowest markup, 146%. Arbitration kind of tight, $1,720. As far as collections go on the USD side of things, largest gainer up 45% on Fifth Avenue Limited Collection and down 18% on the Ultra Rare Police Stations Collection. On the Upix end, down 41% in Fulton Street Limited Collection and up, the largest gainer is only up 8%, and that's in Coney Island. Oh, it's Chicago time! We're back again in Chicago, and Chicago is, well, it's doing okay. It hasn't had a spectacular week by any means, going from $6,066 to $5,999, decreasing 1.1%. USD floor 420 to 420, unchanged, with the lowest markup at 69%, and the Upix to USD arbitrage, 1,709. We're seeing those squeeze together tighter and tighter here. On the USD side of things, down 57%, largest loss in Ukrainian Village, going from 80 to 34. So if you're looking to scoop a deal, holy cow, there are a few of them there too. We also have the largest gainer, 140% in Wacker Drive on the Rare Collection side of things. On the Upix end, 36% increase in Gold Coast Exclusive and down 40% over in Lakeshore Drive Rare Collection on that side. Cleveland seeing a little bit of a pullback, going from $8,499 to $7,250, decreasing 14.7%. USD floor going from $5 to $420, 16% decrease there, with the lowest markup sub 100%, 89% on that side of things, with the Upix to USD arbitration sitting at $2,898. Still pretty decent there, not too bad. On the USD side of things, the largest gainer, 35.8% up in Union Miles, and the largest loser, 21% down in the Rare Collection Professor Ave. On the Upix side of things, the largest gainer is only 8%, kind of a bummer there. Limited Collection in Ohio City, largest loss down 36% in the Downtown Exclusive Collection. And it's on off into D-Town, home of the Wood Hood, baby. Here we are. Detroit is, well, pulling back a little bit. kind of ramped up at the beginning there. $39.90 to $37.99, down 4.79%. USD floor staying stable at $3, totally flat. 69% is the lowest markup, and one of the tightest arbitration values that we've seen in a very long time. 759 Upix. We're not even at $1, right? A very, very tight arbitration value. Looking at the collection side of things here, I've got to fill in some data. There we go, that looks a little bit better. So, on the USD side of things, up 77.5% in the limited Woodbridge collection and down 27.25% in the exclusive Woodward Ave collection side of things. On Upix, down 20% in Gratiot Ave and up 25% over on Chicago Boulevard Rare Collection. Over on the other coast in Fresno, we've got a decent move going on here, $79.99 from $87.94, decreasing 9.04%. USD floor going from $6.49 to $5.45, dropping 16.02%, with the lowest markup still over 100 at 150%. Arbitration value sitting at $2,422. On the collection spectrum, largest gainer 33.2% in Woodward Park Standard Collection and down 54% in Downtown Murals Rare Collection. On the Upix end, 18% down in the Limited Tower District and up 28% in the exclusive Lowell Collection. Kansas City, good old stable Kansas, 8,000 going to 8,004, increasing 0.05%. USD going from 598 to 599.17% there. Lowest markup though, 59%. Huge discounts over in Kansas City. Arbitration, 1,913, kind of low on that spectrum, but when you consider the lowest markup's 59, I don't think it really matters at that point. On the collection side of things for USD, largest losers, 16% on the Rare Collection, 18th in Vine. And also in the Rare Collection, largest gainer, 38.8% in Southwest Boulevard. On the Upix Collection, and this is always a bummer, the largest gainer is 0.05%. It's basically just Kansas, didn't go negative, so it's the best one. All the others stayed flat to negative. Speaking of which, down 15% in the Shoal Creek Limited Collection. Poor Los Angeles. There's nothing I can do to make it any bigger. It's over there, I promise. You just can't see it. Even moving the spreadsheet. Oh well. Either way, looking at the Los Angeles side of things, going from 7,890 to 6,270, decreasing 20.5%. Big flush on the bottom there. $5.60 down to $5. Also has a USD floor dropping 10.7%, with the lowest markup at 69%. And arbitration cutting in very tight at 1,207. On the collections perspective, the USD side of things, largest loser down 22% in East Hollywood. Might have to pick some up there to finish the collection. We also have the largest gainer, Hollywood Boulevard Rare Collection, up 66% there. On the Upix end, up 33% over in Hollywood. Definitely going to have to wait for that one and miss that one. And down 49.5% in the Gregorius Angelino Ultra Rare Collection. On the Manhattan side of things, we've got some very interesting USD moves especially, but last time around 127.77 going to 100,000 flat, down 21.74%. USD floor going from 84.90 to 79, but I actually saw 3 or 4 different ones priced at 69 for a little while. They're gone now. But those were on the market for a little bit. USD change with that $79 mark down 6.95%. Lowest markup 179%. That's kind of incredible. The arbitration value is closing in quite a bit. 19,950 makes that not nearly as attractive as it has been in the past. On the collection side of things, whopper of a drop, 52% down in the Rare Collection on 57th Street, and nice little increase there, 27% up in the Rare Diamond District. For Upix, we've got a big old lift going from 900,000 to over 2.2 million, 146% up in 57th Street. Kind of funny how that flip-flopped. But a 50% decrease in Houston Street, and I do know how to pronounce that properly now. Over in Nashville, bringing a bit more stability into the world here, going from $85.99 to $8,500, decreasing 1.15%. USD floor staying unchanged at $5, 0% there. Lowest markup still hovering at 60%, with the arbitration $3,325. Actually, not bad at all. Looking at the collection's largest dropper, 58% in the exclusive Woodmont Boulevard, and yeah, you're reading that right, 200% up in 12th Ave, going from 110 to 349. Big lift there. Along with that, the Upix floor did follow it along, but nowhere near as aggressively, 175,000. It's a 45% increase there in the 12th Ave Upix floor. Down 26% in the Rare Collection and Broadway to kind of finish things off. New Orleans giving us a nice little increase here, 91.79 to 9,400, going up 2.41%, 699 to 695, going down 0.57%, with the lowest markup at 60%, arbitration 2,328. On the collection side of things, though, down 26% in the exclusive St. Charles Ave, but up 94% in the Hain Boulevard USD side. On the Upix floor, a little bit of a bummer here when the largest winner is only 2.41%, and it's the base collection. Largest loser is only down 22%, and that's in the French Quarter, but it still doesn't feel good when the largest gainer is only 2. Over in the Oakland side of things, very nice pickup going from 96.50 to 10,800, lifting 11.92%, and the USD floor followed right along with it, 750 to 875. That's up 16.67%. Lowest markup, still 67%. That's very interesting. And the arbitration value sitting at $1,948. On the collection side, down 68% in the exclusive Telegraph Ave, going from $239 to $75. Yikes. And then in the rare collection, up 133% in downtown from $150 to $350. Largest loser and Upix is 56.25% in the College Ave Rare collection, and the largest gainer is actually just the base collection of Oakland, up 11.92%. On the Queen side of things, going from $5,399 to $5,199, decreasing 3.7%. USD floor $4 to $404, increasing 1%, with the lowest markup at 70%. Arbitration just over $1,000 at $1,101. On the collection side, USD first, up 70% in Rego Park. Big bump there, and Loyal Doyle's been talking about a node starting there around that kind of curve area. I've also picked up a property there, so represent, right? We've got a 70% increase on that side of things, so not a big surprise there. On Rockaway Beach, though, down 19.99%. Exclusive collection. Might be a nice little pickup, depending. On the Upix side, 17% decrease in Astoria Boulevard and a 59.5% increase in the Queens Curator Ultra Rare collection. Rutherford, always nice and quick here. The previous floor, $52,880. Now, this time around, $53,000. Not really that big of a move, up 0.23%. USD floor, $37 to $37, unchanged, 0% there. Lowest markup, 411%, with the arbitration value at $15,200. Actually starting to rival, very similarly to Manhattan, getting closer here on that decrease over on that floor. For the collection side of things, a decrease of 12%. They're all exclusive, so we'll just call them collections in the Feronia Way collection, and 170% up in Carmita Ave on the USD floor. The largest loser is 0% flat, which is always really nice to see in Park Ave, and we've got a 16.6% gainer in Carmita Ave following that USD floor up. On the San Francisco side of things, going from $31,890 to $31,000, small decrease, 2.79%. USD floor flat at $23, with the arbitration at $7,600 in the lowest markup at $209. On the collection side of things, USD first down 18.18% on Seacliff and up 526% on Painted Ladies USD floor, going from $10,000 and utilizing that new cap to $62,600. Literally the cost, well, not in San Francisco at least, but the cost of a really itty bitty house, $62,000. Holy moly. On the Upix side of things, 32.8% up on Nob Hill exclusive collection and down 27.27% in Haight Street. What a move. And that Painted Ladies, I would love to see one of these big USD ones get sold. Talk about making some headlines. That would make some ripples. That would make news. Santa Clara going from $30,000 to $32,000 and increasing 6.67%. USD floor going from $25 to $22, though, decreasing 12% there. Lowest markup still sitting at 62%. Arbitration value $9,500. Very nice there. On the collection side of things, we have a tied decrease at 12% in the base collection as well as West Central, and those do tend to move in tandem with one another. And the largest increase, 32.5% up in Southwest Limited collection. On the Upix side of things, up 16.6% in West Central Limited and down 11% in the North 101 Limited collection floor over there. Swinging back over and finishing things off in Staten Island, we went from $89.98 to $8,800. That is a decrease of 2.2%. USD floor going from $7 to $5.99, dropping 14.43%. Very big drop over on that side of things, considering what's been going on in the New York as a whole area. Lowest markup still sitting at 182%, with the USD to Upix arbitrage 2,670. On the collection side, biggest loss 32.5% in the USD at Tot Hill, and a 36% increase in the rare Richmond Terrace collection there. On the Upix side of things, largest decrease 20% over in Stapleton Limited collection, and a tied gainer, which is 0%. Kind of a bummer there, but we've got a tied gainer of Richmond Terrace and Historic Richmond Town. So largest gainers are flat. That's always a bummer. Then finally, over into the structures and Spark valuations and all that fun stuff. First off, the lowest markup in structure still under 100% at 96. Very interesting to see that, considering that it takes time and basically money to build a structure, and it's still sub markup. Blows my mind. Looking at the collection side of things, though, last week was $21.49. This week, $21.49 unchanged. The Upix floor, though, did decrease 2.04% from $24,500 to $23,999, and those are with collections. From the generic housing and structures side of things, we have the largest gainer on UPIX going up 9.24% for small townhouses, flat roofs, and down 19% in large apartment buildings. Big drop there, going from 129,888 down to 105. Pretty big drop there. Now, on the other end of things, for USD, the largest loss, 25% in medium townhouses, and the largest gainer, 11% up in large apartment buildings. So we kind of have a little bit of a flip-flop there, going from $89 to $100 and kind of inverting. As far as building is concerned, the most favorable building is the large luxury modern house now, sitting at 23.19. The worst is medium townhouses, sitting at 16.15. You almost never see medium townhouses anymore. Maybe they just need something cool or something to bump them a little bit, but it's that kind of middle ground, a big jump from 1,100 to 2,600, and then it's up to 3,000. Well, you just tack on 400 more, and you've got a large luxury ranch. Like, well, just the medium townhouses, I feel like might need a bit of a rework down to like 2,000 or something, because they just don't seem to fit very well, and they are definitely not favorable at 16.15. And on the USD side of things, the most favorable is at the small ranch houses, still doing just fine there, and large luxury modern houses are the worst, but a lot of that is due to a pretty big drop in the overall valuation, going under 40s now. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week in review in the Upland Metaverse. I hope you and yours are doing well this weekend so far, and your stacks are as thick as ever. Have an amazing rest of your weekend, getting ready for another incredible week ahead. We've got a lot of stuff around the corner, and chances are the further and further or closer we get, however you want to look at it, to Genesis Week, the more news we're going to get as well. And man, I'm so excited for the next couple weeks. It's going to be really fun. Have a great time out there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next